The Genius Act passed in July, but as we're ending 2025 and heading into 2026, there are major changes coming that nobody's talking about. Changes that are incredibly relevant right now. I'm talking about mandatory blockchain integration for all financial institutions by 2026. Real-time tax reporting for every transaction over $600. And AI-powered compliance monitoring that's unlike anything we've ever seen before. That $600 threshold reminds me of a 1099 guidance. You may think this is just another regulatory update, but I'm here to tell you this is the complete digitalization of the financial system. And these are just the first steps. Here's the reality. If you're an investor, business owner, or entrepreneur, this affects you directly. Maybe you've heard of the Genius Act, but think it's just for big institutions, or you believe you have time to figure it out later, or you're assuming it won't really impact you on a day-to-day basis. Well, here's the truth. Every business that moves money is affected by the Genius Act. You're either already impacted or you're about to be, because everyone who moves money is going to be on this blockchain, and those who don't follow the timeline, there will be penalties. Most accounting firms, they're completely unprepared. I'm not lying. They don't want to deal with the financial system changeover going into the blockchain. They won't even talk about this or dive into it. They don't understand blockchain integration. They can't handle real-time reporting requirements. They barely look at crypto news. So how do you expect them to navigate this new compliance framework when they're not even integrating it into what they're doing? The truth is, this act is going to create huge opportunities for businesses that prepare and huge problems for those that don't. This is especially important if you're trying to set yourself up to thrive and keep what you worked so hard to build. At Numeratus, we help businesses prepare for this. We help them take the right steps, stay ahead of the curve, and make sure they're compliance first while setting them up to thrive in this new environment. We handle the back end so you can focus on what you do best, and that's running your business. This whole video is about looking at the Genius Act, what it means for your business or investments, and how to navigate this accordingly, how to prepare for what's coming. First, I want to make a quick note here. We made previous videos about AI and audits, about the IRS starting to use AI technology. It's scary stuff, right? And truthfully, a lot of businesses are not prepared for this new technology wave that's already here. It's scary to think that a lot of this technology regular businesses have no idea about. What you know today will be completely different in the next 24 months. Hyper novelty moves that fast. I want to make this clear because if you want to keep your business, what you worked hard for, and not lose it to some unknown new regulations, then I would recommend following what we do here at Numeratus and treat us as your go-to for new tax and compliance updates out there, especially with crypto. We help businesses directly with this and like to help others out there that need it. Come find out. Now, to be clear, we do not offer financial advice on specific cryptos. We just cover the financial system changeover to make sure businesses are in the loop. Anyways, let's get into it. Point number one, the blockchain mandate reality. If you process payments in any way, credit cards, ACH, wire transfers, this is especially critical for you. Here's what's happening. By January 2026, all payment processors must integrate with the federal blockchain network. Not optional, mandatory. Now you're probably thinking this timeline is impossible. Your entire infrastructure is traditional. The cost of rebuilding could be millions, and you have less than 18 months. But here's what you need to understand. This isn't just a compliance requirement. It's a complete transformation of how money moves in America. Every transaction will be recorded on an immutable ledger. Every payment traceable forever. Every financial movement transparent to regulators in real time. If you run a payment processing company, it's especially important because you're going to be forced to switch to this infrastructure that can cost millions. But at the same point, if you start adapting early, you get massive advantages. Priority processing lanes, lower transaction fees, access to new financial products, only available on the blockchain network. Companies that don't comply will fade away. You're either on the blockchain or you're out of business, in my humble opinion. Now think about your own business for a second. How many transactions do you process daily, weekly? Each one of those will need to be blockchain compatible by 2026. Now, most businesses think blockchain is just cryptocurrency. They don't realize it's about to become the backbone of the entire financial system. Yes, everything tracked and traced. Resistance is futile. What the blockchain mandate requires is full integration with federal blockchain network, real-time transaction reporting, immutable record keeping, and smart contract compatibility. The reality is, if you're not blockchain ready by 2026, you're out of business. Now, the blockchain mandate is just the infrastructure, but the real disruption comes from the reporting requirements that are about to change everything. And that comes to point number 2, the real-time reporting revolution. Every transaction over $600 is required to get reported to the IRS, which will be on the blockchain. The IRS is cutting down on transparency, but here's what most people don't realize. It's not just reporting. It's automatic tax calculation, automatic withholding, automatic compliance checking. The system will know what you owe before you do. Big Brother is getting even smarter. Let me tell you about Jennifer. She thought she had her taxes under control. Quarterly estimates, annual filings, everything by the book. When she learned about real-time reporting, she invested in compliance systems early. The software automatically categorizes transactions, calculates tax implications, and reports everything in real time. No more quarterly estimates, no more year-end surprises. Her competitor will ignore it and end up paying for it. Hoping isn't a strategy. With AI auditing, it will keep track of compliance and look at your systems. Don't you think it's reporting back to the Internet of Things itself? Do you even know what I'm talking about? Okay, let's try again. The government wants you compliant, and they're willing to pay for it. So the question I would ask you is, are you prepared for real-time financial reporting? If you can't report in real time, you won't be able to do business eventually. The omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent factors in our lives is currently being built out. Best to build with it or get left behind. Now, we have other videos on how to get to this point. You can check them out after the video. Now, this leads to the last point, but one that's important. We are going to look at the Genius Act, which is getting interesting and controversial. Point number 3, the AI compliance system. This one's going to sound dystopian, but it's already being implemented. The Genius Act deploys artificial intelligence that monitors every financial transaction in real time. It looks for patterns, anomalies, what it calls economic irregularities. If your revenue grows 200% in 1 year, even if it's completely legitimate, and it's because you landed a huge contract, the AI might flag it as suspicious. Automatic audit triggered. Assets temporarily frozen, pending review. You're thinking this is dystopian, an AI controlling business finances. Or here's what smart business owners are doing. They're learning to work with AI, not against it. They're feeding it what it wants to see. Detailed documentation for every anomaly. Preemptive explanations for unusual patterns. Transparency that satisfies the algorithm. The manufacturing business owner will get flagged for being too successful. His revenue doubled. The AI flagged it. But because he had documentation ready, the contract details, the gradual ramp up, the hiring records, the review cleared in days instead of months. The businesses that fight the AI lose every time. The ones that work with it, they get fast-tracked approvals, instant lending decisions, preferred status, and government contracts. Do you know how to satisfy AI compliance requirements? Most businesses don't realize an AI will be reviewing every transaction they make starting next year. AI compliance monitoring includes pattern recognition across all transactions, anomaly detection and flagging, automatic audit triggers, and predictive compliance scoring. The key is you need to structure your finances for AI approval, not just human understanding. Look, the Genius Act isn't just another regulation. It's the complete transformation of the financial system. Every business, every investor, every person who moves money will be affected. The blockchain mandate, real-time reporting, and AI compliance aren't future concerns. They're happening right now. The act passed in July, and full implementation is months, not years away. If you want to understand how the Genius Act affects your business, if you want to be ready for blockchain integration and real-time reporting, and if you want to turn this massive change into competitive advantage, you need specialized guidance now. At Numeratus, helping businesses navigate the Genius Act requirements. We understand the technology, we have the compliance frameworks, and we're positioning our clients to thrive in the new financial system. Visit numeratus.us to learn how to prepare for the Genius Act, because this isn't just about compliance. It's about surviving the biggest financial system transformation in history. Don't be afraid of change. We can't fight this. The future is now.